This is Sama, and this is the first episode of Gardening for Body, Mind, and Soul. So I'm really excited to share with you today one of the first, most important parts of gardening that is very nourishing to all three aspects. The body, because it replenishes the soil and therefore the food that we grow out of the garden, and it helps to recapture the lost minerals and trace nutrients that get so depleted with some of the modern day mass agricultural techniques. And so composting is very important to re-nourish ourselves with the food that we grow. So I'm going to talk a little bit about composting and to show you, I happen to be living in an apartment with a wonderful garden, and you'll get a little tour in a minute. However, the landlord has asked me not to compost. Our neighbor, however, has come up with a nice way that we can compost and recapture those nutrients and replenish the soil for our gardening projects without it disturbing the landlord, but it is kind of a secret. So this is the clandestine composting project. And there's one that the neighbor did, and there's one that I'm planning on implementing as well. So here we go. Let the fun begin. First, we'll gather our compostable items. I've got a bowl of apple peels from my applesauce project, and another jar full of kitchen scraps. These are all fruit and vegetable peels. Oh, and we need the shovel. There we go. And get a nice view of our lovely garden here. It's a gorgeous day here, Christmas Day here in Northern California. As you can see, this time of year for us means that the rains have come and the greens have started to grow. You can just take a look around the yard and see all the grass that's growing here after a couple of weeks of rain, and looks like prime gardening time to me. All right, so over here we have our neighbor's composting method. As you can see, this is just your ordinary trash can, and she's taken a knife and cut little triangular holes throughout the sides of the trash can. I imagine there's some holes on the bottom as well. And then we've filled it up by now with layers of compost and leaves. So that's what we're going to do right now with a fresh kitchen scrap material. And then I have gathered some leaves over here in a pile. Already started to compost itself, which is very good. Get a good close-up of that. Look at those leaves. They've already started to break down and return to being soil. So we bring those over here, all these nutrients from the trees, into the trash can. Now, as you can see, this trash can is getting a bit full. So I'm going to show the other clandestine composting method that I'm coming up with here. So that involves another way of nourishing the body through gardening is by getting exercise, and this is one of your most wonderful exercise tools of the garden. So some of the ways we can get warmed up is spinning like this, getting your spine warmed up, behind, opening up the shoulders. We'll take some deep breaths. And then coming over here. Let's see. Well, I guess that's the wrapping up for this time, and you'll have to tune in for the next video of gardening for body, mind, and soul. Take care now.